My name is James Ryan. I'm the Head of Racing Strategy and Performance.
My name is Megan Farrell and I'm an analyst on the racing team.
Flutter as a whole and each individual brand that we work for, so Sky Bet, Paddy Power Online, Paddy Power Retail and Beffer, all had a brilliant festival. We entertained over 2.6 million customers, which was up 5% on last year. And that's just a really key metric for us. We want customers to really enjoy that experience. And the fact that they've come back year on year really leads us into how we're going to engage that customer in the great sport of horse racing over the rest of the year. So we're already thinking about the Grand National and Royal Ascot and really growing that appreciation for horse racing.
We did pretty well during the Cheltenham Festival this year. In terms of actual performance, we handled something like 35 million bets across all channels during the festival. And I think that goes to highlight the customer proposition and how strong that was across all brands. On Sky, you had the money back as cash. Across Paddy Power and Betfair, it's that free bet kind of offering, and then you have the power hour on the turbos and the shops. And I think our results kind of reflect what a strong customer proposition there was.
So one of the key challenges every year is our battle with the punter and Willie Mullins. So Willie Mullins has won year on year and he's always the one that the punters always latch onto. This year was no exception. Tuesday, the punters were 1-0 up. It was a really, really challenging day for us as a bookmaker with all the results that won.
I think the one that I thought was interesting is, I suppose, that balance between when the customer is winning versus when we're doing well in terms of our results. And you see kind of Willie Mullins being tied to those days where you do have the customer probably on the higher footing. He had 3 winners each of the days of the festival apart from Thursday, so I thought that was interesting just to look at. I suppose it's that kind of sentiment that Paddy Power especially go into the festival with, where it's the Irish versus UK racing and who will come out on top.
Then it came to the Wednesday and we faced off with Willie Mullins once again. We had some pretty eye-watering liabilities and a lot of sweat was being shed on the trading floor coming up to the champion chase with El Fabiolo running.
The week was probably hinging on this result, and we weren't in a good place going into it, thinking, you've was a 1-4 shot in Fabiolo. You're thinking, it's I don't think we're going to get this beat, and you think, okay, this wins, and God, you're looking at, okay, this is the payout, this is the potential payout for the next one then, and just everything that's been fancied winning, and then
there's nothing you can do, and you're just hoping for seemingly a miracle that kind of swung our way, and look, that can go against you sometimes, and it probably has a lot, and that particular one was, like Sean said, a relief.
El Fabiolo unfortunately didn't finish the race after hitting a couple of fences pretty hard, but there was a lot of relief on the trading floor as we managed to kind of draw level with the customer after day 2.
I think the big challenges during the festival are the actual results. In terms of tech and ops and all of that readiness in terms of delivering the festivals to the customer, you see such a strong, seamless delivery there, but you just don't know how the races are going to go. So I think you're kind of trying then to balance between protecting yourself as the company against losses, but then still delivering the best customer proposition. So I think that balance as the week goes on is something that's kind of needs to be navigated and kind of cared for.
A lot of the time the trading floor goes very quiet if there's a big one, and in particular if that big one was to win, that's the exciting part that we love. It's on the line every day, and that's one of the things that really excites me about the role and trading as a whole. You get to see that and live that every day from a sporting perspective, and no day is the same because of it. It's really, really exciting.